See, the most important part of the sewer line is what's called the saddle, and that's where your pipe connects to the city connection. That would be your connection. That's where the most expensive thing is to fix, because we can't put a lining into the city sewer. We have to leave it about an inch from there. So basically, what I'm looking at is the saddle. The city sewer is very large, and your pipe sits on top of it. So the first connection is kind of like a saddle. It kind of goes over it. So that's what we're looking at now, and you can see that this seam looks really good. I don't see any cracks, breaks, separations, anything going on with that. So that's very good news as we pull it back. So this is clay pipe here, and then it immediately turns to cast iron. Nowadays, they're not allowed to use cast iron under the house. It's cast iron under the house, and then once it leaves the footing, then it turns to clay 1 foot after outside. So normally these pipes are clay, but in the old days they used cast iron all the way to the city. Because you can see that this clay pipe is the same age, and look how clean and nice it looks.
Yeah.
Problem with clay is it breaks and cracks much easier than cast iron, so you kind of get one way or the other. But you could see the debris build up on this. Like I said, we could clean that up and then put a lining in it and then make it brand new again, like a stent in a heart, basically.
So you do some scaling in this part of the pipe,
descaling the whole pipe,
it.
and then line it, and that would make it brand new again. So here's one turn. So you can see it's like a 45-degree turn here.
Okay, so fortunately they don't use right-angle connections here.
Well, they do, and if they do, then we're in trouble. So now we're upside down. This is the bottom of the pipe there.
Yep.
So as we pull it back, you can see that it is quite level. There's a lot of buildup on the bottom of the pipe.
Now the descaling might get rid of some of that if you flush it out.
Yeah, if we descale it, it would clean it up, but I would be afraid that it would do more damage than good. You can see that you got some roots and stuff growing in here. That's when they're coming out the top like that and it's not at a seam, that means that this pipe is so thin that roots have found their way through the pipe.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that's why descaling isn't my favorite, because all of a sudden you got a pipe that doesn't look half bad, you go to descale it and now there's big chunks of broken pipe. So I would recommend against it.
So you would just leave this part as it is?
No, I would line it. If you were going to
you can line it without descaling it.
No, we would descale it, and even if it breaks or cracks or separates, the lining could fix that.
Okay.
Because you're putting in a stent inside. Even if there's a big separation of the pipe, we can still line it. It pops through. It makes it the lining is equivalent to a brand new pipe. So you're just basically putting a brand new pipe inside of an old pipe. This is the riser, the pipe coming up right now. This is your clean out. This right here is where your house line ties in and then goes down, meaning it's like a T. And that's about 5 feet deep, 6 feet deep. Or actually, it's about 3 feet, and then it keeps going. Yeah, it's 6 deep. So what we would do is we would dig a hole there, dig a hole here, find the pipe where it turns, and get a good clean piece of it this way. Descale it, epoxy it to the clean out, epoxy it backwards, and do a new pull here. Pulls are a little cheaper than epoxy, so whenever we can do a pull, we go for that. Better quality pipe, thicker. So we prefer a pull. The other option is...
The pull is the thing where you break the old pipe.
Break the old pipe.
But that would just be for this 15 feet here.
Yeah. If we were to dig it over there, a 13-foot hole, which is doable, and then do a pull from here all the way to there, that would be a better job. Might be a little more expensive, but it would be a better job. Meaning you're having a thick plastic pipe instead of a thinner lining that's coating the inside of the pipe. They both do really well. Lining's more expensive than replacing the pipes. Somebody's using your water.